I'm Courtney Taylor, Executive Director of Accelerate Mississippi. I have been with Accelerate for 2.5 years, almost 3 years at this point. I was hired in about 6 months after we started. Ryan started in April, I came along in November. I came to Mississippi to work at East Mississippi Community College and run the Communiversity and Advanced Manufacturing Training Facility. I have experience from another state where I had been doing workforce development at the state level, came here to the local level and realized that a lot of the challenges really are in how the policy is written, frankly a lack of opinions about it, and I have plenty of opinions about it. So yeah, the ability to come down here, work statewide, work with just so many different partners, a lot of different companies. I get a lot of joy working with our companies and trying to help them solve problems. When Ryan left, I think it ultimately became a concept of I wanted to continue doing what we had been doing. And I didn't want somebody from the outside to come in and make us change that, because I felt like we were moving along and it takes a long time to get this stuff going. So I wanted to protect the work that was being done and then put my flair on it, I guess.
With Ryan's departure, we had an idea that we were really moving toward issue expertise, and that's really the type of person that we needed to find. We had obviously known Courtney for a long time. She was one of the first staff members to come on board, and really initially she was hired because of that expertise, not only in the state of Alabama, but the work she had done over at the Communiversity in East Mississippi. All of that work was phenomenal, and you could really tell that she understood the relationship between industry and the training partners and how to make that world fit, because oftentimes they don't speak the same language.
I think the biggest thing and the biggest area of focus for me and for us is we need pathways into these jobs. So we have a fantastic community college system that's training a ton of people and educating a ton of people. We have great universities, but we have people who don't see themselves as either. I have a twin brother who was a drug addict as we were adults, and he passed away a couple of years ago. But what I watched as we were growing up was just kind of how differently the two of us were treated. I was on the path for a 4-year degree and then a PhD and all that stuff. And he wasn't. I have a big brother who is a foreman now, but he was a pipe fitter. Treated very differently, and he makes more money than I do. But I think watching how disparately we've treated different people as not just a culture, but I think as individuals and as a system, it's like, this is the best thing. And for many people, this was my path, and I would do it all over again. But I want people like my brothers to not be treated like they're second nature because they go into manufacturing. A lot of our work with manufacturers is connecting them to people, connecting them to the high schools, connecting them to the community colleges. Our manufacturers have been just so really amazing to work with. So we want to work with our companies. We want to support them, help them grow, think ahead for them, and get the next level of workforce ready for whatever that is. I think it's a complicated vision, but it really just makes it very simple and able for people that want to work and afford a better lifestyle.